Balikan ko lang yung sa hearing. Invited na po ba sa next hearing si former Congressman Saldico and former House
Yes.
Speaker Martin Romualdez?
Although yung kay former speaker, although we will invite him through Speaker Boji D, wala naman talagang direct na pag-implicate sa kanya except yung statement ni Gutesa, but we'll give him the opportunity to respond. But again, observing in the observance of interparliamentary courtesy, kukors namin invitation sa kanya through the speaker. Yung kay Congressman, ex-Congressman Saldico, will send the invitation doon sa kanyang established na residence.
Kaya lang sir, yung Office of the Ombudsman mukhang dun sa last known residence, parang they refuse to accept yung pinadala ng Ombudsman.
Well, it's up to them, no? Kasi kung hindi mahid yung invitation, ang susunod subpoena. At kung hindi pa rin siya sisipot based on the subpoena, then somebody may move for the issuance of a contempt citation and eventually a warrant of arrest.
At yung warrant of arrest, sir, yun, pwedeng hingin ang tulong ng Interpol para arestuhin kung saang bansa siya nandun?
Probably, kasi valid naman yung warrant of arrest, yung i-issue ng Senate. So that is as valid as any warrant of arrest issued by the court. I don't know, I'm not sure. But we will try. No?
Sir, may info daw kung sisipot si former Speaker Romualdez sa hearing ng Senate. May advance info kayo, sir?
Wala. Iniintay ko yung feedback niya or feedback ni Speaker D. At saka dating Speaker Romualdez din kay SP Soto. Kasi nakipag-coordinate lang ako sa office ni Senate President or kay Senate President himself. Sabi niya mukhang magkakausap yata sila this week. So sabi ko, pakitanong mo lang sa kanya kung gusto niya magkaroon ng opportunity because this happened before. Ako yung chairman ng public order na mention yung pangalan ni Congressman Veloso, di ba? And they requested me to be given the opportunity to make their manifestation and I gave them that opportunity. So if you remember, yung mga naandito previous Congress na yon, di ba pinagsalita namin si Congressman Veloso, si Ching Veloso. So pwede niyang gawin yun, ano? At kung gusto niya sagutin yung mga allegation, in fact, we're thinking of sending subpoena do Tecum do sa contractor na naggagawa ng renovation noong bahay sa 42 McKinley Road. Ano? At saka yung security agency na naggugwardya ron. So, kung meron silang logbook, ipapadala namin yung logbook dito to find out if indeed, between the period December 2024 hanggang August 2025, I believe yun yung period na sinasabi ni Gutesa na nagde-deliver sila ng pera doon sa 42 McKinley Road. At kung meron sa logbook na may mga pumasok talaga mga sasakyan, mga vans or convoy of vehicles, then that's a strong supporting document to buttress yung testimony ni Gutesa, even without Gutesa coming back to testify, I think. Because remember, yung kanyang sinumpang salaysay na naging questionable o forged yung notaryo, that's invalid as far as yung kanyang sinumpang salaysay kung gagamitin ito sa other sa prosecution. But as far as the Blue Ribbon, yung kanyang sinumpang salaysay as read doon sa kanyang sinumpang salaysay na written, valid yun because he was administered this oath and ang presumption is totoo lahat yung sinabi niya sa Blue Ribbon hearing noong September 25.
So sir, hindi applicable kay former Speaker Romualdez yung pwedeng gawin kay Saldico na kapag hindi humarap, i-issue ng subpoena, kapag hindi pa rin humarap, ay
siya, congressman siya.
So hanggang invitation lang ang pwedeng gawin
yes,
ng Senate.
Through the Speaker. Sabi ko nga, interparliamentary courtesy. And by the way, I'd like to clarify, yung interparliamentary courtesy, ito'y binibigay do sa institution, hindi sa tao. Kaya nga interparliamentary courtesy kasi courtesy yan ng Senado sa lower house and vice versa.